makers, and welcome back to Making with Ms. Dobras. Today we're going to be building a 3D cube out of Post-its, and we're continuing on our 3D cube theme. This week our first lesson was to build some fitness dice or fitness cubes in collaboration with your PE teacher, Miss Rosie. And so I hope you're enjoying these and working out and getting your exercise using your cubes. And today we're going to build another type of 3D cube, and all we're going to use to build it is some Post-its, which I'm hoping that most of you have, and a glue stick. All right? So pretty simple stuff. And just so you know where we're going with it, our next origami unit will probably learn how to make an origami cube. It's called a Shinobi cube, and these are really fun to make too. And of course, it all falls in line with our 3D shapes. And you know I like to show you our icosahedrons, and we'll build some shapes soon. And I'm wearing my 3D shape t-shirt today. But these are the platonic solids, and these are all shapes that we learn in my class. But for today, let's get started. So like I said, all you need is some Post-its and a glue stick. Now, if you don't have Post-its, you just need little square papers. And I can show you how to make those from a piece of paper, or you can have someone help you make some square pieces of paper. These are about 3 inches by 3 inches. All right, so 3 inches by 3 inches right here. But it doesn't have to be that. It could be 4 inches by 4 inches. But I would keep it small, between 3 and 4 inches, okay? But that's only if you have to cut your own. And these are fine to have little sticky on them. In fact, it kind of helps. So let's get started. One thing I like about this project is that it just uses Post-its and some glue. And the folding part is actually pretty easy, but once you start putting it together, it can get a little tricky. It's almost like a puzzle. And so that's the part that I really like. Because remember what I always say, the power is in the process. When you're learning and when your brain is growing is when you're actually trying to figure things out. So it's okay to make mistakes. You probably will. And you just have to keep on being persistent and working it out until you get what you want. All right, so let's learn how to do it. All right, for this project, you need 12 Post-its or 12 small pieces of square paper. Now, if you have different colors, you can use different colors, or you can use them all the same. Mostly, you just need 12 pieces of paper. This one is using 4 different colors. But whatever you have, you can use it, as long as you have 12 pieces of paper. All right, so here is how you fold it. This has sticky on it, so I'm going to use that sticky. I'm going to fold it over in half vertically. I'm going to get those corners together. And when they're sticky, it can get a little harder because, it sticks to itself. But I'm going to match up those corners, and then I'm going to push in the middle and then push out from the middle. Okay, so I just folded it in half. And now I'm going to fold it in half again. All right, pretty easy, right? That's the fold. So we have to do this 12 times with 12 Post-its or 12 pieces of square paper. All right, here we go. So use the sticky, put the sticky on the inside so it sticks to itself, and go slow. Fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. All right, so here we have 2, and now we have to make 10 more. So I'm going to fast forward this scene. All right, here we have it. We have 6 blue and 6 pink. Altogether we have 12, and that's what you need. It doesn't matter what colors you use, as long as you have 12. So now let's put it together. So this is the part that I really want you to try to figure out on your own. All right, so now we are ready to put it together. Now, how you want to put it together, what colors, is up to you. But basically, you want to fit the corners together. So first things first is we're going to make a square, okay? So this is a square that I made without glue. But you're going to want to notice that there's a little pattern that goes to it. So basically, you take your glue stick. Ooh, I got a purple one. All right. And you just put a little right on the corner, just one corner, okay? And then you stick the edges together. So you want to make sure the edges go together. And then with the glue stick, you have to just hold it for about 10 seconds to let it glue and to dry, okay? So there's one. And then the next one, you put it right there on top. You just go slowly and you start building it up. Okay. Now look, I put one, the blue one under the pink and the next one over. And that's a little pattern that you can do if you want to. There's not really a right or wrong way, but I am going to do an alternating pattern. So look, when I do this next one, I'm not putting the pink on top of both of the blues. I'm going to put the pink on top on one side and underneath the other side. And this gives it a little bit of a pattern. No matter what way you do it, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to do one side first. And this other side, I'm going to flip this one on top of it. So. All right. So here I have one base. So you see how that goes? The pink goes over the blue goes over the pink goes over the blue goes over the pink. Now I'm going to make another one of these. Okay, now it's time to build it up. So you can kind of play around with it and see how you're going to build it. But basically it goes like this. I like to alternate my colors. So I'm going to glue those on and I'm going to put it together. Let's do it. So here we have, it's coming together. And then you can just stick this right on top. But I've been doing an alternating pattern, so I don't do over the edge. I put one side over the edge and one side in the edge. And that's one way to get an alternating pattern. So I don't know if you see this. The pink goes over this edge and the blue goes under it. Right there. So you can do that alternating pattern if you want. You don't have to. It's a little more complicated, but however you glue it together, you want it to be a cube in the end. And it gets a little harder to hold. So you have to get your fingers in there. But it's coming together. So you see how I'm kind of fitting it together there? I'm putting one side in, the pink in underneath the blue and the pink over. And that's one way to make it kind of lock together a little bit easier. Here we have it. All right, I'm gonna always roll down my glue stick and put the lid on so it doesn't dry out. And here we have cubes, right? They're really fun to make, and you really have to use your brain to make them. All right, makers, so there we have it. We have our little cube. So you can experiment and make other ones. I bet you'll get better at it as you make another one. And so I just wanted to let you know that this can be frustrating. I had a lot of things. I would glue one side and it would fall apart. I'd have to re-glue it. So you really, and I can see right here, one side's a little bit loose, so I'm gonna have to go fix it. But that's all part of making, is that we make it and then we have to fix it and we have to tinker with it and make it right. So have patience. If you get frustrated, just take a break and come back to it another time. And then these are really fun to make ones in different colors. You can make different shapes by gluing these together. You can hang them from your room. You can hang them as a decoration. So there's all kinds of fun things you can do with these 3D cubes. So have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Sunny. Yeah. Hey, what do you think? You want a 3D cube? What do you think? She doesn't have much to say about it, you guys. I don't think she likes them. Oh, time to take a nap. All right. Well, she probably would have destroyed them anyway. Let's see if we put one on her head. Okay, bye guys.